Yellow. That's Homer's season 1 phrase. That's a topic that's relevant because uh I I experienced the Fortnite finale this morning. But let me just grab my controller and I'll play Pokemon Leaf Green right now. Oops. I'm ready. Here we go. I forgot to grind, so I might do some grinding. Move the Magmar to box 1. Into my map Pallet Town. Oh wait, I don't even have the music for the desktop, do I? There we go. Oh yeah, I already evolved Kero. Hmm. I was trying to see if Poliwrath had a swift swim, but I don't think it does. Okay. Viridian's gym leader returned. Viridian City Pokemon Gym. That's just what it says. Yo, champ of the making. Even I don't know the Viridian leader's identity. But one thing certain, this will be the toughest of all. The gym leaders. Also, I heard that the trainers here like ground-type Pokemon. I'll take note of that. But right now, I gotta grind up Noodles because, you know, he's at a very low level. You have a tri-pass. Would you like to board a Sea Gallop ferry? Mount Ember was one island, right? Okay, everything's in order. Sea Gallop High Speed 7 will be departing immediately. Cool. I'm kind of sad that they don't have the Johto music here, but it also makes sense. I heard that these islands were originally supposed to be, no wait, they weren't originally supposed to be anything. They were always like this. What I mean was they were based on, like, some islands off the coast of Japan that had exotic animals. We'll be able to go to more islands that have Johto Pokemon. Was that like double damage or something? Do I have any revives? I do not. Wonder what you have to say. Hello, you look awfully busy as always. How am I doing? Well, I'm modifying my network machine. When I get done with the machine, I hope you'll be first to use it, Isaac. Yeah, I kind of wanted to give him, like, you know, a nerd type voice, because that's what a sprite looked like. To me, at least. I'll just put foam at the front until we get to Mount Embor. Just in case. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a thing here. Could you help me out with my training? Why are they called Crush Girls? What does that even mean? They just crush stuff? Noodles became level 26. And 8 minutes prime. You were a cut above me. There we go. Hmm. Seen from here, Mount Ember towers into the sky. Swimmer fin. Get it? It's like the fins of a fish. Hmm. 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 Good thing Swift is a physical move still in Gen 3. It would have probably been the end for Noodles had it been like a Gen 4 game, because, you know, Tangela have very low special defense, and Swift became a special move in Gen 4, and Starmie probably has a high special attack, I assume, because Water Psychic are both special-based moves. Horn Drill. I can live without Horn Drill. Well, aren't you tough? Kanto ends up being pretty overleveled anyway. The weather's gorgeous, perfect for a battle. Swimmer Maria. Cedra. Look at how much damage that did. And it's not very effective, supposedly. I was kind of thinking about having Noodles learn, use my Giga Drain TM on Noodles. Since my only other grass type, I believe, is Coconut. And he already has Dream Eater and Sleep Powder. so... But what if I wanted to teach... But what if I wanted to teach, I have a Gengar, but I forgot her name. When you have a lot of Pokemon, it's hard to remember the names. Hope this doesn't miss. Cool. Splash my face! You'll ruin the makeup! Wait a second. I think I've hooked the big one. Fisherman Tommy. You know what I'm surprised there's no additional effect for? I'm kind of surprised that growth doesn't double its effect when used under sunlight. Because even though sun usually boosts even though sun boosts fire-type moves, grass types often have a good association with it because of the abilities and solar beam and stuff. I'm even more surprised that it took forever for a grass fire type to come along. It would have easily been a chili pepper or a sunflower, but I'm glad they stuck with the chili pepper. Kind of sad it suffers from a slow mixed attacker syndrome, though. Seeking. So close. There we go. How am I doing in the kilobytes department? Okay, good. Both Seeking fainted. Seeking again. I forgot he's like the Magikarp guy, sort of. I forgot he had 5 Pokemon instead of 3. It's not necessarily muscle memory as much as it's like memory. As in, like, I tend to see a trainer with strong Pokemon and I think to myself, oh, that must mean they have little Pokemon. And if they have weak Pokemon, that I see, oh, that means they have plenty of those Pokemon. And, I guess this is an indicator that I'm underleveled. But I'm getting there. Slowly. But surely. Find. I guess poison powder. I like using bind. Cool. Aw. That was extremely close. I've lost it all again. Give me a moment. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot he was holding the miracle seed. I kind of feel bad for having Mika only be here. I feel like I could deposit Kato, but... Actually, I think my plan... I think my plan might have been to have, like... I don't know. I wanted Mika because, there's a good chance that most of the rock types are also ground types. And she has seismic toss, so I don't have to worry too much about if moves aren't very effective or whatever. Can you... Oh yeah, Explosion Tutor. God damn it, I need strength. Well, at least it wasn't for nothing. I got to fight some remaining trainers I didn't want to fight. Mainly because, I was kind of over time with the stream last time. Junie was her name. I feel very bad whenever I forget my Pokemon's names. I feel like Thief won't carry Junie too far, though. I feel like she might need, like, Psychic or Giga Drain or something. You know. And she has Levitate. That could actually be helpful. Because she's immune to ground and she doesn't have rock weakness. And then I remember her poor defense. But whatever. I can also use Lena. She has ice moves. You know what? Maybe I want to test myself. Maybe I should box Kero. Maybe I should box Kero and Dawn after he evolves, and Mika and Dodo, and let's see if I can do it with Foam, Noodles, and others. Like I said before, I was going to bring Coconut initially, but I'm thinking about using Serenity and Junie and Lena and stuff. My +1 could be like Treble or something, but at the same time, I want to use Aerith. She hasn't had a time to shine. I really hate Slam's accuracy. Oh, I forgot the whole reason I was at the PC was to grab Taro. So wait a minute. I need a flyer. Whenever it comes to Pokemon, I really don't like using, like, basic choices. I tend to, like, avoid... Most of the time, I tend to avoid regional birds, mammals, and bugs. Unless if I really, really like them. You know, like, I really like Noctowl and Corviknight. I know Noctowl is pretty bad, especially pre-Gen 4, but Corviknight's pretty cool. As a Rookidee, it's the first time a regular Pokemon has been pure flying. Which is like, why couldn't they be pure flying before? But I'm happy they did it anyway. You cannot give Sword and Shield flack for that, at least. And Corviknight itself doesn't really feel like a regional bird. At least from appearance-wise. Because, you know, regional birds are like, you know, like, they have like this nice cool factor to it. With Corviknight, it feels like something you would find much later into the game, like a 2-stage Pokemon. But it's a regional bird, which always surprised me when I discovered that Rookidee was a thing. I think Rookidee is cute. And I think Corviknight is cool. Probably my favorite regional bird is the Rookidee line. Does Spearow count as a regional bird? Not like, you know, like the primary regional bird. It's kind of like how Galar has both Squelvet and Wooloo, but Squelvet is like the primary mammal in Galar. Same with Pidgey and Spearow. Was there a smoking mountain in mainland Kanto? I don't remember one. Oh yeah, by the way, this is where you find Moltres. And specifically, these games. I think in every other, iteration you find it in Victory Road. The only other exception is finding it at Mount Silver in HGSS. Do you know how caves form inside volcanoes? Lava carving? Pokemon Ranger. I wonder how Game Freak felt when they discovered that Creatures was making a game called Pokemon Ranger. And I often forget that they use grass types because they protect the nature and stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Gloom. Aw. There we go. Ooh, Noodles leveled up. My last paralyzed heal. Really? I forgot the Oddish line learned Moonlight. There we go. Ouch! You're shockingly good! So, how do volcanoes form? When lava at the surface of magma hardens and the magma inside flows out, caverns are left behind. Interesting. I think I learned that from a field trip millennia ago. Field trips in Hawaii are kind of interesting because you end up going hiking on a mountain or something. In addition, you also in addition to hiking, screw me. In addition to hiking, you also go to, like, museums or something. Because, and you learn a lot about volcanoes and stuff, because Hawaii has a lot of those. A majority of them are dormant now, though. Only one of them is still active. You were supposed to flinch. Flinch. Or don't. Whatever. Wait, does Machop have inner focus? I forget. No, it does not. What ability does it have, then? Okay, it has Guts. So, it should have flinched at least once. What are the flinch chances, anyway? Rapid Ash. The Ash here is rapid. Aw. I like how Rapidash's name can be interpreted as being a portmanteau of either Rapid and Dash or Rapid and Ash. You know, like ashes from a volcano. And Ash Ketchum. Ash Ketchum. From, Pallet Town. Masada Town. That's what Pallet Town is called in Japanese. I would watch the anime fan subs, but the problem I have with them is that they tend to use the Japanese names instead of the English names. Like, they'll just call Bulbasaur Fushigi Dane. Ban. How much progress is Noodles making? Not too bad. Erg. Here, have a potion. I like how it looks like he's eating it. Have I really been on for an hour already? I like Ponyta. I'm not sure if this is like some sort of Stockholm syndrome because it's like one of the few fire types in Sinnoh, which I grew up with, but I don't know. I like Ponyta. I think it's a creative design to have a horse with fire mane. Game Freak designers in 96 or 95 rather were cooking with that one. Have you noticed that Pokemon released on February 27th, 1996, but all of the trademarks for it are labeled as 1995? That was because it was originally supposed to be released in 1995. but then it got delayed. You know, comparing Pokemon character names to character names from other Japanese source materials, it kind of feels like this company makes up English names the old-fashioned way, heartwarming. Which I don't mind, to be honest. Sometimes we end up getting names like Tawny and Urbane, but sometimes they just end up being named like Cleo or something. And the original Japanese name was like Saihara or something like that. Though I think the Japanese-based regions could have kept the Japanese names. Or Carmine and Kieran. Unless if those are already Japanese names. I don't know. Dawn slower than a tiny bird. Why is Dawn slower than a tiny bird? I thought it ran fast. That's what its dex entry said, at least, right? Don't use magnitude, don't use magnitude, don't use magnitude. Of course it does. When I'm in a using magnitude competition and my opponent is wild Geodude. Magmar. Air leveled up. Now let's have Dawn level up some more. Hopefully I don't run into any Geodude that use Magnitude. The quantity represented by an arrow with both direction. Okay, I'm gonna do it. A quantity represented by an arrow with both direction and... Oh, never mind. Thanks. Also, sorry if I'm a bit quiet. I don't want to disturb anyone in the house and whatever. Neat. I wonder what trainer class that's supposed to be. I don't want to risk finding out, but... It's probably like a breeder or something. Or a Pokefan or something like that. Something not from Gen 1. I kind of like how Fire Red and Leaf Green had like a separate location for having like different for having like trainers from the games from earlier that generation, but then Oraz just came in and said screw it, and just plopped in Fairy Tail Girls and other Gen 6 trainer classes into Hoenn for no real reason. I think that's funny. It'll be over before you know it. And by it, I I mean, grinding up Dawn so that he can evolve. Hmm. Oh, I didn't even notice that it already hit. Noodles grew to level 31. Ooh, make a dream.
Ooh, make a drain.
That's how Homer would see it. I hate that every time I say ooh, my brain automatically defaults to Homer. But that's something he says, like, a lot. He says, ooh, food. It's kind of like a more energetic version of him going, mmm. Okay. Eh. Dig. Hmm. You got this, Dawn. Okay, there are two types of Geodude. Those that self-destruct and those that magnitude. That rhymed. I wasn't even thinking about it rhyming. But that just happened to come together very well. Aw. You know, for a move called Rock Blast, it kind of makes me imagine, like, you know, a blast of like rocky energy or something. But I guess that's what. But I guess that was Meteor. But I guess that became Meteor Beam eventually, right? I really love the Isle of Armor move tutor moves. I'm kind of sad that they don't come back as often. I'm not even sure if they're in ZA. I really hope there's like a TM for Triple Axle or something. I really like, that was one of my favorite move tutor moves, I think. There was also coaching, which is kind of like used for doubles, I believe. Which is good. Oh, Burning Jealousy is also a good one. It powers up with the opponent's stats, I think. Or just if the opponent's stats are already raised or something. I'm not sure if it's like a stored power situation, but it probably isn't. Also, like I said before, I said this like a bunch of times before, but I wish Emerald did the Gen 2 TMs instead of doing repeats of Gen 1 TMs. Or some of them they do Gen 2 TMs, like Rollout and Fury Cutter. I wish they kept that up, though. Imagine a move tutor for, a move tutor for Mud Slap and Icy Winds would be pretty good. Would have been pretty good. If you're not gonna make it exclusively Gen 2 TMs and want to have some Gen 1 TMs mixed into there, you could have at least just done, like, the original first, the 8 gym leaders TMs. Oh wait, Attract is already a TM. I forgot about that. And so is Shadow Ball. You get what I mean, though. Is it Focus Punch or Dynamic Punch that was the move tutor move of Gen 2? And Steel's was Iron Tail. I'm pretty sure that's like also a thing. Also a TM. Level 40, very close. Gen... How many Pokemon know Dragon Breath? Dragon Breath. Sorry. Magmar again. Okay, Dragon Breath was a TM in Gen 2 and Gen 2 only, so that would have been a good opportunity for a move tutor move, I guess. Not I guess, definitely. Ah, man, Flame Body. Hope you have Bird Heal. I really want to save up my rare candies for Aerith to evolve into a Dragonite. Where can I find them? I think there might have been a lot of places I missed. I'll have to go, like, double check. Doesn't Geodude have Sturdy? I forgot about that. Oh, Rock Blast missed. Okay, there we go. It's a bird. All I gotta do is scary face it. One scary face will do, right? Yep. In Japan, rare candy is called mystery candy. Interesting. Cool. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Level 33. I wonder if I can... I wonder if I should just see what that trainer has. But after I head to the next Pokemon Center. I'm at the spa. Okay, good. I didn't have to use another move. Since, you know, round immunity and whatever. And I don't think Stomp would have KO'd it. Sorry for making all those noises, I was just stretching. Oh man. That's not gonna be good if it ends up using mirror move. Hmm. I'm really glad I went for Stomp anyway, just in case it went for Mirror Move. Wild Hero flinched. Cool. Nice. Okay. Oops. Okay, I'll see what that girl, that was walking back and forth had to say now. No, wait, she wasn't walking back and forth. She was walking in a square. I would say a circle, but you don't walk around in circles in Pokemon. At least not until Gen 6. But still, that's more like an octagon than a circle. I think Pokemon NPCs stopped walking around in Gen 7. I think. I always see Dawn holding something, but I don't know what it is. But then I remember, oh, it's leftovers. I've been in training so I can mend my broken heart. Oh, she's a Crush girl. It toughened me up physically, at least. Hiya! I couldn't really tell. The sprite looked pink and stuff. Uh-oh. Well, at least he didn't go down. I was going to say I spoke too soon, but he lived. Hitmonchan again. There we go. I think I tried to overdo it. The way you battle, it reminds me of the guy who dumped me. Huh. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. An active volcano is one that's erupting, or about to. I was just talking about that earlier. Oh yeah, they have high defense. Ugh. Do I have a full restore? I didn't want to have to resort to that. I do. One more hit. Nice. Might need to switch in for this one. Junie hasn't had a time to shine yet. Let's bring her out. I forgot about that. I forgot about the poison weakness. Whoops, I guess. Noodles became level 34. Whew, that was hot. Sweat's erupting from me. They say there's over 1,500 active volcanoes in the world. Just thinking about that makes me feel all hot and gooey inside. Don't phrase it like that. Perhaps I'll find more fire types in this cave. And maybe deeper in the cave. Or I can find 1 bajillion Machop. Or Geodude. I'll cut the grinding process and just level up here, and then, And then use a rare candy. Damn it. Yep. I hate that it takes me all of the way back. Ugh. Speaking of backs, I think my back might be a bit dehydrated. I know I'll hear constant beeping from air, but at least I'll, But at least it'll run away quick. Thank you for your feats. The people of Three Island have changed their attitudes about Kanto people. And I'm from Kanto, you see. The people of Three Island helped me add to my merchandise. I want to support a business. Now let's see where I can find rare candies. Oh yeah. There is a ferry. There is a ferry here, right? There it is. Vermilion. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I just gotta, like, spam the item finder, I think. citrus berry. That's one. Route 9. No, wait. I just remembered I needed cut. Harrison berry. Sounds true. Chestoberry. I wonder if I already collected it. Let me check. There we go. Next route was 12, I believe. And then after that is 17, which I'm pretty sure I fought all of the trainers there, so I don't have to worry about unexpected trainer fights, at least. Skill swap. I forgot to grab that TM when I got Surf. But I have it now. Hyper Potion. That's Route 11, not Route 12. It's over there. guess I don't really need to use Taro anymore to push any boulders. Until Victory Road, of course. So I'll grab Gnaw. He's very fast. So yeah, before I forget. Need to defeat one more enemy. I meant one more Pokemon to level up. Okay. One more. For real. There we go. Oh. I really like that. Looks like it's eating whenever it, whenever you try to use medicine on it. Dawn is evolving. Whoops. Sorry. Dawn evolved into Rhydon. That's why I named it that. $155. Protected by an armor-like hide, it is capable of living in molten lava of 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit. Area unknown. It's very big. 6'3". That's 1 inch taller than I am. I'm pretty sure put into meters, that's 1.9 meters. At least I'm pretty sure that is. Being made in Japan, the heights and stuff. The heights of Pokemon make more sense if you take into account the whatever system. What's meters called? Is that the metric system or is that the inches? I forget. But anyways, my point is, There we go. My point is, it makes more sense if you look at the... It makes more sense if you, read out the heights in, with the... If you read out the heights and the weights with the other system. Like, why does, like, why is 4 inches the smallest? Because the reason why 4 inches is the smallest is because when put into meters, it's 0.1 meters. And the reason why it caps out at 22,000 pounds is because that's 999.9 kilograms. Yeah, I think I already got it. Or maybe not. Then again, this could be a different item. Oh. Max revive. Okay, I guess I did. Another max revive. I guess 5 isn't too bad. Anyways, let's head to Viridian again. I'm sorry I grinded for 2 hours, but I'm ready to take on the gym for real. Let's see if Noodles has anything in store for us. I have to pee. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Heh, you must be running out of steam by now. What do you mean? I'm not running out of anything, I just got here. Full Trainer Yuji. Itadori Yuji. I forgot where I heard that name. Yeah, it's the protagonist of JJK. Sand attack is very annoying. Ugh! Finally. In an... What? Why does pressing start and select open like a keyboard or something? How do I disable this? I'm gonna see if it's a Steam thing. Maybe I should just look it up. Hmm. Give me a moment. Uh... Give me a moment. It won't. It won't be a moment. I think. Uh. Uh. Mm. You know what? But why does pressing start and select at the same time open the keyboard? Why does it do that? Why, uh... Let's try that again. Close. Ooh. Nice. Is Tingala fast? I feel like it isn't fast, but it might be. Or at least faster than I expect. I didn't get sand attacked this time. That's good. Not very effective. High defense. There we go. I feel like Onyx does fill in, like, the niche of, like a powerful boss in the first level of the game, and then, like, just as common as any other later in the game. That's the thing of JRPGs, right? It's like the Nether Noble and the Nosferatu in Disgaea. Aw. Hopefully Noodle survives, though. He did. Tuning grid level 32. I ran out of gas. You'll need power to keep up with our gym leader. I guess that healing thing did kind of become, like, I guess spiritually it's kind of like the animation kind of lived on as, feeding coffins to your Pokemon in Sinnoh. I'm working myself into a rage! Let me guess, it has, like, Earthquake or something. There we go. A choke. Growth may be needed. Character growth. Warg! I'm still not worth. That guy probably isn't a shopkeeper, so I'm just gonna heal up before I Pokemon and I, we make wonderful music together. Oh. There we go. Done and done. You are in perfect harmony. Do you know the identity of our gym leader? Wonder what the fame checker says. Not even the fame checker has the gym leader registered. Strange. Not even like a question mark thing. Hello. Your Pokemon will cower at the crack of my whip. Is he holding a lollipop? I'm not sure what they're supposed to be holding, but that looks like a lollipop. To me, at least. I have to use a Pokemon that can't be poisoned. Tauros. Okay, I think Noodles can handle it from here. Do you ever forget that pursuit is, in fact, a move? Youch! Whiplash! Wait, I was just careless. Karate is the ultimate form of martial arts. Black belt Kyo. That was like very, very, very close. Noodles seems to be pretty fast, so I guess Tangela are fast after all. Either that or Machoke are slow. Ugh. If my Pokemon were as good as Karate as I'm gonna go heal up. I forgot what Gengar's moveset is. Okay. Viridian Gym was closed for a long time, but now our leader is back. I was stretching again. At least it's not a hyper potion. I meant a full restore or something. Oh wait, I forgot about the sand attack. There we go. Uh-oh. It's every speedrunner's favorite Pokemon, Nidoking. Because, it learns Thrash at level 21 or something like that. But now it's confused. I honestly feel like Poison was one of those types that was implemented later. Because why are there so many of them in Kanto that don't even really fit the Poison bill? The only Pokemon I can think of that fits the Poison bill is, when looking at it normally is what I mean. The only Pokemon that I can think of that, feels like it would naturally be a Poison type would be, Coughing. The Coughing line. Because even for Grimer, it's kind of like the standard, you know, JRPG slime monster. I know it won't be very effective, but... Ugh, missed. Did it get free of the bind? Okay, nope. And bind with it. Nice. I was beaten? I really gotta heal up. You can go on to the Pokemon League only by defeating our gym leader. Good thing poison damage doesn't apply to spinning tiles. I really hope the Viridian store has antidotes. Okay, good. It does. I'm the Karate King. Your fate rests with me. Sorry, crushing one of my bottles. Another Machoke. If you put Machoke backwards, you get Chokma. The Machoke syllables, I mean. That weird dent made me think that there was like an item there, but I guess not. So, I wonder how many people have came to my stream. Probably not a lot, but the truly talented win with style. Fair, I suppose. Am I lucky that Tangela are fast? I'm alright. Maybe if it were sleep powder. Hmm. Aw, poison point. But Noodles can pull through, right? Hmm. Always hate when a crit lands. Marowak at least doesn't have, fighting moves, at least I think. And I might need to switch into something else, though. There we go. Take a spite. I lost my grip. I remember Skull Bash in Gen 1 just being kind of bad-ish. At least I think. There we go. It's the guy we defeated before. Welcome to my hideout. It shall be so until I can restore Team Rocket to its former glory. But you have found me again, so be it. This time, I'm not holding back. One more, you shall face Giovanni, the greatest trainer. If I max out growth, Noodles will be able to take down the Rhyhorn in a single hit with either of its moves. Also a bit lame that Giovanni doesn't have a Rhyhorn with the Rock Head. Each to their own, I guess. I'm gonna take him down, though. Did it say something else, or did it just say it's super effective and it went down? I know he has, like, Kangaskhan as, like, a curved ball, if I remember. Alrighty, no I was going to say no paralysis, alright, but... I'm literally gulping. That trio, I don't think he ever had that in the original game. High defense, high defense, high defense. Okay. Whew. I also forgot that Duck Trio had very low HP. You got this, Noodles. I wonder if that was an oversight. Shouldn't he have a Rhydon? And the result is... knocked out. I can't believe I did it with one Pokemon. Nice. But now I have to fight Blue before I head to, the Elite Four. Ha! That was a truly intense fight. You have won. As proof, here is the Earth Badge. The Earth Badge makes Pokemon of any level obey without question. It is evidence of your mastery as a Pokemon trainer. With it, you can challenge the Pokemon League. Also take this TM. Consider it as a gift for your Pokemon League challenge. TM26 contains Earthquake. It is a powerful attack that causes a massive tremor. I made it when I ran the gym here far too long ago. Having lost in this fashion, I can't face my followers. I have betrayed their trust. As of today, Team Rocket is finished forever. As for myself, I shall dedicate my life to training again. Let us meet again someday. Farewell. I kinda like that. Though I kind of read on Bulbapedia that he said something else, but maybe that was only in the Japanese version or something. Blow me away! Giovanni was the gym leader of Viridian? I wonder how many people have actually talked to Giovanni after, getting the TM for Earthquake. I really hope a lot of people did that. Thank you. I just wanted to see my mom before I, head out to the league. Aerith really needs, like, something. Haven't used the Vix in quite a bit. It's kind of hard to come up with a team to take it to the Elite Four. I forgot Foam was holding the Everstone, by the way. Haven't used Ion in a bit either. I'll probably grab Noodles later if I can grind him up enough. Depending on how long it is, I kind of want to do the post-game to Fire Red and Leaf Green. But I need to figure out how long it is first. What? Isaac, what a surprise to see you here. So you're going to the Pokemon League. You collected all the badges too? That's cool. Then I'll whip you, Isaac, as a warm-up for the Pokemon League. Come on! Oh yeah, I said Pokemon like in the SpongeBob YTP because that came from a line from Gary in the anime. Which surprised me, honestly. It kind of sounded like Tom Kenny. But I don't think Tom Kenny was ever in any 4Kids thing. Since I'm pretty sure 4Kids had like the same set of actors, didn't they? I said this in the last Fire Red and Leaf Green stream, but I often forget that Flame Wheel isn't like from Gen 4. Uh-oh. Oh! Cool. I'm really glad Vix has high SP defense. Ugh. Burn, burn, burn. Right. No. There we go. I probably should have just swapped into foam in hindsight. Hmm. Uh-oh. Hmm. Hmm. Forgot about synchronize. Critical hit. Worth the risk, I guess. Oh, okay. Easy win, I think. What? I was just careless, you. That loosened me up. I'm ready for the Pokemon League. Isaac, you need more practice. But hey, you know what? I'm out of here. Smell ya. I need to heal somewhere. I need a Pokemon with strength. And maybe a flyer. This isn't the team I'm going into the Elite Four with. I just have them because it feels obligatory, whatever the word is. Oh, that is the Boulder Badge. Go right ahead. You can pass here only if you have the Cascade Badge. Oh, that is the Cascade Badge. Thunder Badge. Rainbow Badge. The Soul Badge. Max Ether. Marsh badge. This could be a good grinding spot. Volcano badge. That is the Earth badge. Please go right ahead. Victory Road. That's like the Nemona from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Can I fly from the Victory Road area to anywhere else? I don't think so. Ugh. Why does Dragon Breath paralyze? Is this another Japanese pun that didn't get carried over? That was my only Pecha Berry. At least the Pokemon here are high enough levels, so if I defeat enough of them, I can level Aerith up, at least. I wonder if you're good enough for me. I think after this battle I'm gonna end. But this battle is gonna be pretty long. Wasn't prepared for something like this. But if the other spot isn't good enough, I'll at least have Route 23. If Victory Road, I mean. Is it enough? I'll have Route 23. Hmm. Hmm. Nice. It was enough for a torrent to activate. I lost out. Okay, time. I gotta go fly back. But let me deal with that thing first. Hmm. Hmm. I really have to get to the Pokemon Center. Okay, I'm gonna switch out my team for grinding purposes. I'll probably change it back next time. But for now, I doubt there's anybody here watching this, but if you're watching this as a VOD and whatever, I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you next time, as per usual. Bye-bye.